It's the lads!
Say hi, guys!
Hey!
People! Yeah!
Woo!
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. There's a little special video for you here today.
Oh,
Very special.
The Epcot video that we put up was the final of our Irish People in America series. And we're glad that every one of you has watched and enjoyed. And we're sorry about the sauces.
Yes.
We decided we'd get the old gang back
The
here
lads!
on a call.
It's the lads!
Say hi, guys.
Hey!
People! Yeah!
Earlier in the week, we asked people on social media and on YouTube itself as well if they had any questions about the trip.
Wait, by the way, did you want us to be drunk for this, did you?
Well, I mean, I figure like we're not gonna,
Don't change your plans, Dermot. Like, don't change.
Yeah, it's just America all over again, you know? I am looking forward to answering these though, because we know the answer. There's Four Loko is one hell of a drink.
Yeah.
One of the first questions, it was quite a frequently asked question across all the videos, is why Florida? Why? Why Florida? Why did you go to Florida?
A conference in Florida, Playlist Live, which we were invited to by the lovely people
We
who
were
run.
speaking on panels
Yes,
there.
we spoke on panels. It was a great time. It was a wonderful time. And we kind of said, look, while we're over there, why not get a group of us and maybe try some American stuff,
Foods.
and things.
We know how much you like that. Huh?
That's what we do.
Disneyland.
What you
How could you be well inducing?
Yeah.
It's mad. Like, you would, of all the places you'd think alcohol, it's not Disney. You think childhood dreams and Goofy and Mickey and Minnie, not like that got hammered at 11 a.m. You know,
Tequila!
Disney Plus has edited out Daryl Hannah's arse in Splash, and yet they're letting us go and drink as much as we want. It's insane.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me now as an adult. You know, as a kid, you're like, I just want to get a picture with Mickey. And as an adult, you're like, I want to get some Mickey, but I want to get a pint as well. So it's...
I didn't know we were allowed to prepare stuff for tonight.
Mark from Twitter asked, what was the schedule while you were there? It seems like you shot a lot.
Yeah,
did.
We did.
yeah.
We definitely made the most of the time we were there, let me tell you.
I mean, we were there for what? We were there for 9 days, and yet 2.5 of those days was just stuck in in 2 different rooms for 12 hours at a time.
And it was roasting.
We did work, like, you know, and it's good to have those 2 days where it was just shooting videos to be like, we put in some solid work, we smelled shit all day, and look at what we made.
We can now tell each other apart from our farts.
We got to know each other real well.
When you get called out for the next shoot, because like the way it was working was that like we were nearly hiding out in the bedroom while you were shooting in the living room, and so you'd get called out for the next shoot and you'd walk out into just this like wave of smell. You'd just be like, okay, what are we doing? What are we trying?
Kelly was even sure that the chair had farted.
I think someone definitely farted in this chair. Someone who was sitting here, can you text Dermot and ask him was he farted in this chair before I got here? I think he was. I am still convinced that you farted in that chair and then left the chair for me to just smell.
It wasn't me, I swear.
Well, there wasn't a day that we didn't do work on. Like, but you had to like work out schedules on the same day, and even like the day we went to Disney, we still came back and pounded a load of cheesecake, you know.
And that entire time I was looking for my voice as well.
Maybe you don't remember, Dermot had some Four Loko and then thought he should just sing.
Can't believe you didn't even find it in the
That
end,
was
man.
so...
I didn't find it. I borrowed this from someone else.
Brianna from Facebook asked, it was obviously a work vacation, but how much time was spent working versus time spent vacationing? Well, with people like these, there ain't much work. It's all just fun.
Oh, this guy.
Good guy, Colin.
I would say that most of it was work and that the vacation bit was the 40 minutes that people got by the pool before they had to go and ingest more food.
Yeah. The conference it was panels, it was networking, it was meeting lots of people, and it was really, really good. But like we had a bit of crack at the conference as well. But
Yeah. Too much crack.
Can never have too much crack. Can never have too much crack.
Yes.
Can we clarify? Remember, mostly American viewers, we mean crack in the Irish sense. Okay.
Yeah. Fun.
We didn't go to Florida and meet up with some crackheads.
Florida man! We did the Taco Bell video, and we got 1 or 2 comments about about the sauces. Only like 1 or 2 comments.
What about the sauces?
Like 1 or 200 comments.
No, but what about it? What's?
Oh, like where were the Taco Bell sauces?
Why? What?
I don't think Taco Bell do sauces.
In the Taco Bell video.
I never even noticed that people were asking about the sauces.
No, I didn't notice.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay, next question.
All right, Jordan.
Next question.
To answer the question, I forgot the sauces, okay? I forgot the sauces. I didn't know they existed.
Kelly, put the screw in the tuna.
Here's the thing, Taco Bell. You shouldn't need to get your own fucking sauces. If you have confidence enough in your fucking meals, you should put the sauces in and trust that they'll be good enough for your customers.
So
Yeah, we weren't in the store.
the sauces, if they're that essential, should be included in the order.
Like when you order a
or
pizza.
at least advertised on the takeaway. But like, would you like some sauces?
Yeah.
Which also wasn't there.
To your first point, there's so many comments that are like, that food is basically inedible without the sauce. And then I'm like, then why are you eating it in the first place?
Listen to yourself.
If that's the case, just have like a packet of sauce. Like,
Next question is from Dave the Quartet, all 4 days. He says, what's the weirdest thing you learned about your fellow triers during the trip?
The amount Justine ate apples really came out during the trip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it was like, I just eat 12 apples a day.
Yeah.
I was just thinking today, actually, I was making a sandwich and realised Justine only eats the crusts.
she leaves the centers.
Yeah, no sense.
Who the fuck does that?
Yeah.
Crustine.
Make a sandwich and cut off the center.
Oh Christ! I also learned that Dermot is a surprisingly cuddly bed buddy.
Surprisingly.
Well, I thought you'd be cuddly, but I didn't realize you'd be that pleasingly cuddly.
Me and Justine were cuddle buddies. She had a nightmare one night. I accidentally slapped her in the face another night. It was.
I heard that, and I remember waking up and being like, "What the fuck?"
And she's like, "Wah!" Lads, do you remember when we found that adjoining door? Oh my god!
Oh, so excited.
Next question is, this is an easy one to answer. Boston from Patreon says, how much do you honestly remember the trip without having to rely on the videos? We weren't that drunk now, Boston. Gee, we weren't out of it like the whole.
Yes, but I am old, so this is the thing. I remember it all. It's just now as we're having this chat, I'm remembering little things that I thought I had forgotten.
I keep remembering back over that week because it's genuinely the best week of my life. And I remember another thing. There'll be things for us in the future that will remind us as well. Of like, anytime I look at mustard now, all I can think of is lads and just like, this is just...
People were like, you don't put honey mustard on French toast. I'm like, I was putting that on everything I could get my hands on.
I remembered me ordering chips with my burger.
Kelly ordered a burger and said, can I get some chips with that, please? And they went, yeah, of course. And came back with crisps.
Yeah. And then I tried to do it again.
The photo that went with
The
that.
best part of it was we said, sorry, can I get some chips? I did the same thing. No, I mean fries.
Next question is Margaret from Patreon asks, what did you have to eat besides fast food? It was essentially all fast
Panda
food.
Express.
Yeah.
The Panda Express, Chipotle.
Sandwiches. We made sandwiches the day we went to the water.
We did it. The sandwiches.
did.
Ella, jerky.
Oh, the jerky.
The
Jerky, we did a lot of Jack Links. Yeah.
There's still some sitting on the table outside.
You still have some?
Yeah.
I hate quarantine. I've been fine with it up until this point.
No, you're not. Oh, this is teasing. That's not it. Oh, no.
And now, live for the Try channel, Irish people try this.
Turkey jerky.
Irish people annoy their friends. Next question is from She Speaks Latin from YouTube. What was the biggest difficulty you guys faced during the trip?
Not having the fucking license plates on the front of the car, trying to see
Exactly what I was
what
going to say.
car is yours.
We looked it up. Like every other state has to have it on both front and back, but Florida is one of the few states that only has to have it on one side. When you're trying to get an Uber, where Kelly and Sean and Colin all face trying to identify one, you may as well be pissing into the wind. There's just
We're all just running to the backs of cars going, huh? No, not that one. Huh? No, not that.
I'm just like, no, if they really want my Uber, they're going to work for it. Other minor difficulty was forgetting that you need ID at all times in America, whereby, you know, you just kind of take it for granted in Ireland.
Because in our heads, we're all like, we're obviously over 18, but in America, they're like, you have to be very...
Excuse me, Sean. I'm not obviously over 18.
Dermot, you're no younger than 20.
Babyface Ward over here.
Honestly,
you know?
I haven't been asked for ID since I was 15 years old, so it's fine.
But some places were sound about it, and we're like, you can get 2 drinks with 1 ID, but other places were like, nope.
Where it was the case that like you had to at one stage we had to go back and get everyone's ID.
That was
and everyone was like,
the hotel.
Yeah, she was like, I'll make it worth your while.
Yeah.
Like, and
she
did. Jesus, she did.
She fucking did.
Right, this is from Old Recipes Galore from Twitter. It says, which one of the tasting videos was each of your favorites aside from the alcohol drinks at Epcot?
Taco Bell was mine, I think.
I did enjoy the quesarito.
Really?
Yeah.
I quite like White Claw.
White Claw.
I think yeah.
I think it was White Claw, just for the sheer lunacy of
YNK Rock 7 or Yank Rock 7.
Oh, is he
YNK Rock
6?
What?
Is he anything to YNK 6?
Oh, he might be. You know him?
I think they're cousins.
Oh, okay. YNK Rock 7 from YouTube asks, what's the one thing you tried in the USA that you wish you had in Ireland?
Taco Bell.
The quesarito.
Loco.
We didn't.
That's
No Loco.
Cheesecake Factory for me. Cheesecake Factory, 100%.
From Christy W from YouTube says, did you spend more time in the park other than drinking in the World at Epcot? Do you want to do that again, but spend more time in the parks for more fun review videos?
If you could have seen all of their reactions at the Star Wars section, because I felt like I was watching that as an outside viewer.
How you guys feeling, Dermot?
That whole thing should have been filmed because, in particular, Dermot, Sean, and Colin lost their fucking minds when we went into that ride, which I don't even know the name of.
We flew them out of the Falcon.
Where's the ketchup?
I did just film it from the back because I was like, this means more to them than to me. But if we could go back and review that.
Oh, Dermot nearly died.
Oh yeah.
I'll be honest. That video that you took when I saw that you had taken that may be the greatest thing that I've ever been in. Now, I've been in a lot of shit, but that's my favorite video that I've ever been in anything. I'm sorry, it's just I cherish that.
So the Thursday was our final day when we got to did a bit of the water park, did a bit of Disney.
Yeah, we did the Hollywood Studios part of
Got to see Muppet Vision 3D.
We got to see Justine in Toy Story Land.
Yeah, which was like her Star Wars. Yeah, we definitely would love to do more fun stuff at Disney or more Disney videos in parks.
Disney, if you're watching, please bring us over for 2 weeks to do a full.
Yeah, I'd love to do some of the big roller coasters. I'm a big roller coaster fan.
Yes, roller coasters.
You'll find me and Justine will just be on soaring again.
Auntie Sarah Lampy from YouTube asks, how was the hangover after Epcot? We weren't that bad.
I don't remember a hangover, to be honest.
The time between Mission to Mars. Yeah, the time between Mission to Mars and then when we got some food into us was the worst. Once we got some food, 3 hours later, grand.
I watched the Epcot video and I saw Ollie saying, "Oh, the Mission to Mars thing was a bad idea." I'm like, I was okay after it. I honestly don't know what you're talking
I was alright too. It was a little like headachy a little bit, but I was fine. I wasn't like woo.
Once I got out, I was like, oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
I was sit in the front of the Uber on the way home, but I remember before that just like having to kneel
I have a photo
down on
of
the
you.
ground.
Yeah. I remember that guy, the security guard, who was like, "Ma'am, are
Came
you okay?"
over and he was like, "Are you okay?" And then he was just like, "Hang on," and he recognized Dermot from the Try Channel. I was like, "Oh, don't worry about me, I'm fine." Dermot.
He recognized everyone. He just saw my massive head first, and then he said, "Oh, I know that one." And then he said, "Oh, it's all of you guys." It's so
Yeah.
Maybe right. Well, this kind of ties into the next question. Rebecca from Facebook asks, "How often did you all get recognized besides at Epcot? Maybe you were out shopping or eating. Were you surprised?"
There was a moment at the conference. We were downstairs having dinner in one of the restaurants in the hotel, and I can't remember who it was, but someone had a beer.
I asked you, yeah.
No,
So
they had a beer
I
in the
was
chef
having
dinner.
Budweiser, and there was
And
no
so-
cap on it, and I asked Dermot to like sneak it back to the room.
Yeah, and so
I
and
didn't
so
know if I was allowed to take it with me.
Yeah, I'll just throw it in my hoodie and it'll be fine. We're going straight back up to the room. But you fuckers decided to go to a gift shop for a while. So me and Lozzie were standing outside in the lobby and there was two armed policemen / security guards or whatever.
Yeah.
And they were looking at us and I was like, uh-oh. And then they go, "You guys here for the conference? Remember, these are fucking guns on their hip. You guys here for the conference?" And I was like, yeah. We do a YouTube channel or whatever. And say, "Oh, where do I know you guys from?" And so me for some reason,
Not prison.
for some reason, I thought I'll throw him off the scent. "Oh, you ever seen Irish people try stuff on the internet?" He's like, "It's you guys."
He was like, Dermot. He knew you by name, I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember that bit. I was too scared.
So it was really sweet, and it was like I feel like everyone we met as well was really sound and real lovely,
real nice,
and
real
like
lovely.
we stopped for chats and we got pictures and stuff, and like
They were so polite about coming up to us. They said excuse me and stuff like that.
And they're like, "I don't want to keep you too long."
My favorite part getting recognized was in Galaxy's Edge when someone was like, "Oh my god, the Try Channel," and we were like, "The Millennium Falcon is right there." What do you care about us? The Millennium fucking Falcon.
And people around us were like, "What is going on? Why is there a queue
Yeah,
for
the
these
queue,
random
yeah.
people?"
Yeah.
But then I thought it was very funny because this is when we were in Japan, and someone came up to me and she was kind of pointing at me, and I was like, "Are you okay?" And she was like, "Where did you get that drink?" And I was like, "Oh, it's over there." Come on.
You were like, "Oh, photo, sure, yeah. Okay,
Yeah, no
what the,
problem.
get it."
"Yeah, shit out of here, give me the drink."
Trey Ballinger says, "How did you not kill each other being in close proximity for so long?" And the next question is from Jason on Facebook said, "Is that the longest you guys have been around each other? And if so, has it made you rethink of ever doing it again?"
No.
Strong questions there. No,
Just
we enjoyed each other.
don't try.
No.
Yeah.
I'd travel the whole world with you all.
Yeah, it was such a great,
Yeah.
it's a great crack.
It's kind of crazy because obviously the three of us like live together and have lived together for a while, so we're used to each other. And again, it's one of those things when you're organizing a trip like this, you wonder about, because you are going to be cooped up with people you wouldn't know as well for a long period of time. But no, we all came out of this like
Closer.
like fanboying over the friendship that we made about it.
We were on the flight home. Like Kelly was there trying to book our next trip. Be like,
I think we were like so jet lagged. Yeah.
And the nature was like, not in my fucking watch right now.
Yeah.
Lads, if we go 4 days in Amsterdam in the middle of August, it could be about €180 if we all stay in a hostel. It'd be great crack.
I was afraid as well, going being like, "Oh God, I hope I'm all right cracking that," and you don't want to put anyone out but like Jesus Christ, it was just like the best group of people to spend a week with. I couldn't have asked for a better group, and I came away being like, not only friends, but I feel like you guys are my family, like, and that's I don't care.
Well, I'm gonna cry.
Totally.
I agree, although would you stop calling me Grandpa Dermot?
What do you want her to call you, Daddy?
Yeah, Granddaddy.
No.
Grandpappy.
No.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Maybe people can start calling you Zermit now.
Vermit.
Spermit. Spermit.
Oh.
Wait, you were Mr. Meatman in one of the American videos, aren't you?
It is. It's one of the groups with the least amount of drama I think I've ever been a part of as well. Like none of us have any like the effort to even have something like drama or have someone have a grudge or something else. It just seems non-existent.
As soon as we landed, I think we were all just sort of of the opinion, this is class, lads. So literally anything we do is going to be fine. If what we're going to do is just sit on the bed and chat, grand. It doesn't matter that we're in a brand new country and so there's so much stuff to do. Whatever we're going to do is going to be class. So it does not matter. I think we were all on that same page. So if that meant we can go to a party or we can hang out in the room. Yeah, either or.
Just it's so hard to put a thing. I honestly think one of my favorite moments, and this is going to sound stupid, but it was when we got into the hotel room and you opened those screen doors and just the balcony was there and suddenly it was like, holy moly, we're in Florida. This is ridiculous. I am so grateful to be here. And
Welcome to Orlando, baby.
Yay! Wow, it was so surreal. It was honestly so surreal.
Also because we were on the 19th floor.
Yeah.
The 19th floor, that also, yeah.
I don't know how to pick a favourite. You know, when we were at the water park and I was afraid of going up because I'm only allowed shiver arse and shit in a brick, and then ye all convinced me and you're like, no, and I felt so included and loved and I really was so overwhelmed, and I'm so glad there was water there because you couldn't tell I was crying.
One of my favorite parts is you might be able to include the video here. It won't include the music because it's copyrighted. But it's always at one of the nights and like TikTok by Kesha is playing and I have the video like this and we're all just like singing and dancing, and it was just like it was the vibe of the trip like distilled into a video because we're all just like, this is great, what's happening, we're having a great time. Way
lads, as we've seen from the Epcot video, I can't remember much. I enjoyed every single second of it. There wasn't a single moment of it that I didn't have the fucking time of my life. It was great. I loved every bit of it.
Losing my mind in Winn-Dixie, which I got the t-shirts.
We've all got the t-shirts.
Just
one of the best. Like I just remember being so sleep deprived. We walked in there looking at everything and every word of a new brand.
For anyone watching, there's no way to accurately convey this in-joke that would anyway make it make sense.
No.
There was a shop called Winn-Dixie. There was some ice cream. It's like that's as much as we could probably.
It was an ice cream. I don't even think they were just. I think they were just called like Fudge Bar or something. And it just had a picture of this guy, and he's like, yeah. And I'm like, why is it a coach? Like, why he's got a headset on?
If he's watching, tell him to get in touch.
Yeah, 94. No, get on the field and eat this ice cream. Like, it just makes no sense. I'm just like, what's like?
One of the many times that all six of us were just in bits laughed at, just like dying laughing.
yeah.
One of my favorite ones was, and I've just remembered it, was when we all bought Wi-Fi on the way home except Dermot. And then when we got to London Gatwick, Dermot was like, why do I have 600 messages?
On this 8-hour flight when we were all chatting in different seats.
I was busy watching Jumanji: The Next Level while you guys were having fun.
Oh, yeah.
Like, loads of questions being like, will you come back to Florida? Where would you like to visit next? Well, it's going to be quite some time before we go anywhere.
Like, we're so excited for them. Like, if Troy goes back to playlists and stuff like that, we are all so excited to see the next group is and going out and things like that. And just
speak for yourself, Lozzie.
Let us know where in the world we should go next.
Yeah.
Yes, in 2021,
22.
December.
Mullingar, yes.
Thanks a million for you for watching. Fuck that. No. Thanks a million, everyone, for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed. Hope you got a little bit of info about our trip and our the lovely gang mentality that we got together while we went there. We had a great time. Yeah. Thanks a million to Justine, Dermot, and Lolsey.
Come on, the lads.
We had a great time, and we love yous. And it was just great. It was just lovely. And as you can see, we're friends for life. So that's everything for now, guys. Yeah. I think it's all that's left to say is... if
you liked the video, I don't know.
We're so close. We're so close to such a seamless outro.
Hey lads, try 5.
No.
Virtual try 5. See,
It's
you can
the same.
still do it even in a Zoom call.
We'll get him to say bye. Bye.
Bye.
Are we staying on? I need to get a drink.
Yeah, go on.